Hello, this is a quick comparison video between the Pioneer DDJ-SB and the Numark Mixtrack Pro 2. I used to own a Mixtrack Pro, the original one, upgraded to this one, didn't like it, took it back and exchanged it for this, and I'm much happier with this. The Pioneer, the DDJ-SB is the same price as the Mixtrack Pro, and they look pretty much the same, but the Pioneer's got sort of twice as many features really, and like a better layout. Okay, like the two decks, the two jog wheels, that's the same, but all these buttons here, you use these buttons all the time, and on the Mixtrack Pro, all the buttons are up the top. So sometimes you've got to reach over. You've got to reach over the jog wheel, and like sometimes you might touch it and stop it, whatever. But they're not. They're better. They're much better down the bottom anyway. And okay, another better thing with this. So all your hot cue loops, loops in and out. What have you got? Yeah, and cues, loops, and sampler. They've got that to change between those four modes. They've got their own buttons. Okay, that's a big advantage, having just different buttons, because to do the same thing on here, it's got a shift. You've got to press the shift button. So there's no individual buttons to change between the different modes. If you want to change between loop, sample, cue, you've got to press shift first. So you go shift if you want to do your loops, and then shift if you want to do your samples. Where here, if you want to do samples, you just, go for it. Oh, hold on. So you don't have to go shift and then sample, it's just like sample. And another thing, while we're on samples, with this one, every time you press it, this is more like a drum. This is more like a drum pad than this one, because when you go shift and sample, and you change all these top ones to samples, when you press it on the Mixtrack Pro 2, you press it once and it starts playing. You press it twice and it stops it. It'll stop it. You don't want that. I don't think you want that, because I want to be able to go. Otherwise it'll be like you press it once and it'll start, and when you press it the second time, it'll stop on the Mixtrack Pro. This is more like a drum pad, because and then shift to stop it. I don't know, this is a better sample pad anyway. So it's got these, and the samples are better. And what else? All the effects are pretty much the same. Effects keys up here. All your effects keys are just sitting there. That's pretty similar. That's pretty similar. Well, another thing. Well, this has got the filter fade. Like that's I don't know. That's an option to have. I don't use it much. Use it every now and then. It sounds a bit different. I think it sort of perfectly mixes it. I think it's between the low and high pass filters. I think it uses that, but it automatically does the filters when you're moving the fader back and forth. So that's something to use every now and then. Usually just do it manually, but I know that's another thing. So that's something that's only on the Pioneer. And the Mixtrack Pro has got pitch blend. So that's one thing that it's got that this hasn't. I don't know. It looks like a better sort of deck. It looks, it's a more professional looking deck. Like this is good. Like all these different colours and stuff, and it's, I don't know, and it sort of flashes and it lights up around here. It looks more like something you get on Christmas Day when you're 12. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it looks like, but I don't know. Just compared to this, it looks like a bit more robust, sort of, the jog wheels look a bit better, and I don't know, up to you. That doesn't matter so much, but this has got a lot more, a lot more usability. If you use the old Serato software that comes with it, Serato Intro, you just use your cues, your loops, whatever. But if you upgrade to Serato DJs, like $120 or something like that, then you can use all these, like, see all these red ones here? Like, the lights will start flashing. If you hold down shift and press the button, it gives you a second function. So these these 4 functions have got second functions, whereas on the Mixtrack Pro there's no second function. Like, you can do loop in, out, or re-loop, or you can hold it down and do loop, sample. I don't know, it's only loops and samples, you know, and plus you got to hold shift every time you want to change it, where this has got like, hold on, where's my music? Oh, it starts some music playing. This one, yeah, for this roll, this has got roll and hot loop. So, you know, if your music's playing, I don't know if that's too loud or what, but you go, that roll, that'll do sort of, it'll just repeat it on the fly. And, you know, play around with that as much as you want. I know, that's pretty cool. I know, you can muck around with that as much as you want, but this, where are we going? The Mixtrack Pro hasn't got that. Yeah, Mixtrack Pro can't do that. You know, they're both entry-level DJ decks. They both cost about the same, but, you know, you can use the Pioneer for just a few little things, but it can do heaps more for the same price. And, like, you know, it's got this hot loop. I'm not even sure what that is. I don't know. I haven't really played around with that so much. You can work that out, but it's got heaps more functions. And like something on the Mixtrack Pro, it's got this master gain in the middle, which isn't really, you don't use it that much. Well, I don't use it that much. Like, that's, and it takes up a fair bit of the, you know, where your levels are. Where here on the Pioneer, you've only got your 2 decks, and then your master levels here. I never touch that, so there's no need for it to be so big, front and center sort of thing. So, you know, that's, yeah, that's another thing that's going for the Pioneer as well. The Pioneer's got heaps better stuff on it. Like, the old Mixtrack Pro hasn't got this vinyl, this slip. Like, if your music's playing and then turn that on, it doesn't matter what you do, the beat always stays the same. See, the beat all just keeps going. You can muck around with it as much as you want, and the beat stays in time. You know, you can be the crappiest sort of scratch DJ ever, and the beat just keeps on going. You know, it doesn't go out of time. So, you know, you can drop in, you know, you can muck around with all your cues and stuff, and when you've got that going, it just doesn't matter, because it's like when you've finished your little cue or whatever, it'll just stay in time, so it sounds like you really know what you're doing. But the Mixtrack Pro hasn't got that. It's yeah, so there you go. That's I don't know, it took me a lot to, I did a lot of research, but I'm just only a total novice. I don't know the difference between the two. This it's only until you've used both that you can sort of figure out the differences between the two, because you think, oh, they're the same price, you know, they'll, you know, probably do the same things, but man, this has got heaps more stuff. Like, even if you just use the simple stuff on the free version of Serato Intro, that's fine. You know, these are in a better position, and you know, and they're pretty much the same. But once you go to that Serato DJ, man, all this, yeah, there's heaps more stuff, and plus the sampler, it works more like a drum pad, you know. Yeah. There you go. So there's my little comparison. I hope it helps. I don't know, I couldn't find this information anywhere else, but there you go. Hope that helps.